Hello, this video is to examine an issue that may come up when developing or laying out some of the components in the new contact view. So this is following some of the videos. We created the list view and the new contact, and there is an issue with the display of the text fields in the new contact. To run this project to see that issue, in the first view the screen comes out correct. You have the list, and then when you go to the second screen, the add new contact, you see the table, but there's no text field, or the text field is showing up in different area and different location than it should be. So what's going on here and how we can fix that? This is something related to the layout of how you put the multiple components on top of each other and how they connect with the layout. The recent Xcode release uses something called auto layout, and I know we did not cover the auto layout, and I tried to stay away from it, but I will do a few things in here quickly, and you can read more about auto layout from the Apple website if you want to learn more. To kind of appreciate what's happening, if you open the document outliner from the lower left of your screen, you see here we have in the new contact table view controller, we have the new contact controller, we have the table view inside it, and then we have a section, and we have the cell. The cell has a content view, and then we have our text field component on top of that cell. So the layout is how is the text field is positioned with respect to that content view. We have it positioned here in the canvas in the design time, but when the application runs and uses the auto layout, it is messing up the location. So we have the opportunity to add a constraint to force the location or to be in the positions that we selected. In your lower right corner of your screen, there are these different buttons that allow you to add different types of constraints, and that's where I suggest you read a little bit more about them to know when to use them and how and the impact of you using them. One of those constraints puts the spacing between the component and its nearest neighbors, so in a sense it forces the layout to be the way it is presented to the screen. So if you can, it comes up with some numbers that represent the current location. You can use the current canvas value, which is how you placed it, and that's what these numbers are. Or you can just click directly on all of this to add a constraint for each of the spacing towards the nearest neighbor. Then you click in the bottom here and say add 4 constraints. You notice in the content outliner there are 4 constraints, and if you select one of the constraints in the utility area in the space inspector, you can see in the size inspector you can see some information about it and some different things there that you can learn about from the auto layout. Selecting the second text field and adding the different constraints, and click add, and then the last one and add the different constraints, and then add the constraints. So now we have constraints on all of them. You can run the application, and the first list comes through, and the second one, here are the text field. They are showing and positioned exactly as we put them in the canvas. Thank you.